Hello everyone, I'm Sean Gibbons, Community Coordinator at Wizards of the Coast. Today I'm going to show you some new elements from Magic 2014 Duels of the Planeswalkers, starting with this opening video.
An obscure fire spell on an ancient scroll. How could I resist? The scroll contained a hidden map to Zendikar, and when I followed it, there was a fight waiting for me. Jace was right, it was a setup. Ramaz. I should have known better than to trust him. He's been messing with my mind. I'm gonna find him, and he'll pay!
As you can see, Chandra has a bone to pick, and to learn the rest of the story, you're going to have to play through the campaign. Now that starts with the tutorial. You can skip it, and I'm going to, but if you're not familiar with some of the rules and subtleties of Magic, the tutorial is really useful and does an awesome job of teaching those. Now, as I'm selecting my deck, the first thing I want to point out is that Magic 2014 is going to have a random deck option. I know a ton of people in our forums are going to be jazzed about that, and they're the reason we added it, so I'm going to choose that now. But I only have the Hunter Strength deck, so that's what it's going to randomly select. At the end of the tutorial, you face off against your first big challenge, Chandra Nalaar. Chandra also happens to be the main character of the game, so what does that mean? I'm going to show you, but first I need to beat the crap out of her and kind of prove myself as the skilled and handsome planeswalker that I am. I am not going to keep that starting hand though. Haha, skipping ahead. So, as you can see, I wasn't lying, I'm doing pretty good. Also, Regal Force is pretty much the best card ever made, aside from maybe Suntail Hawk or Mass Calcify, so I'm going to just play that and draw a bunch of cards here that should win me the game. Before I do, though, I want to show you the new Attack with All button, if we can get to combat phase here. The Attack with All button is exactly what it says it is. It should save you a ton of time, especially when you have a billion creatures on the board. You don't have to click on them multiple times. Just click Attack with All, and they'll all rush in Super Alpha Strike. So I won that match. You can just, you can just trust me on that. When you do win, you get a glimpse into Chandra's quest to track down a planeswalker named Ramaz, and your job is to help her do that. As you travel across different planes of the multiverse, you pick up on clues that advance the story. But if you think you can just planeswalk from Innistrad to Zendikar willy-nilly, you are sorely mistaken. If you played Duels 2013, you're already familiar with encounters, where you face off against specially built decks that challenge and teach you how to beat different kinds of strategies. They also provide you with victories that unlock cards for the deck you use. Magic 2014 gives you a whole new set of these, starting with the Moorland Zombies encounter. Like I said, one does not simply walk into the moors of Innistrad, and now we have zombies. At this point in the game, we've got Hunter Strength with a card or two unlocked, but we also have Chandra's Firewave deck since we managed to beat her. I'm actually going to roll the dice and see which one I end up with. Tra-la-la, skipping ahead, you can see it picked Firewave, which does a pretty good job of burning zombies before they get out of control. Which is exactly what this encounter is supposed to teach you. I think the moral is like a zombie in the graveyard is worth 2 in the battlefield or something like that. I don't know, I didn't actually design this. When you've won, not only do you unlock a card for your deck, but you advance the campaign and we're on to fight the Skursdag cultists. At the end of each set of encounters is another planeswalker themed to that plane, and there's a new deck to unlock as well. That's all the gameplay I have for now, but there are definitely more things to see as we get closer to the game's release this summer, so keep a close eye on our YouTube channel, as well as the Wizards_Magic Twitter account for new updates. Thanks for watching, everybody.